Hi everyone, my name's MadMatt Lugos and welcome back to Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. So we made a start in the game last time. We kind of got an idea of what's happened here, but as to how metaphorical the whole thing is, I'm not sure right now. I guess I was just thinking about, you know, what this might be symbolic of if it's not anything close to literal. And I don't know. I mean, we know that Stephen and Kate, there was like some sort of romantic tension between them. So I don't know if, and the way Stephen's acting, the way he's acting really out of sorts and out of character. And I don't know, could it be something about relationships? Maybe. Could it be something more serious and more morose about death? I'm not sure just yet. So we've explored a bunch of locations. We've interacted with a bunch of different light sources, and we've been in a few different residences. We've been in the pub, we've been in Barbara's house. We're in the middle of that Jeremy's story, I believe that this is being phrased as. I'm not sure where the light has gone, but we just need to maybe have a little look at the cul-de-sac here. Have a look at the playground. So yeah, things are yet to unravel themselves fully. Okay, so we've got a key and we've got a map here. A few different points of interest. There's the pub. Got a couple of nice cottages here, a white and a blue. With a quarantined house, so we probably can't get in. Maybe we can... I can hear something maybe around the back. I can hear another phone or radio. I don't think that these codes are going to be for anything. It's probably just something to make... Did something just drive past? Or is... I swear something moved up there. Maybe it's something clipped. Don't necessarily trust this the way this game is graphically. No, locked as well. So we need to follow the light back over that way. This looks like more of a visitor's centre. Oh, the doctor's surgery. So this is the doctor we heard talking to Barbara before, perhaps. What was his name? Doctor, did I write it down? Don't think I did. Influenza warnings. I've had my flu jab, thank you. That was blood stain on the book, so there were people waiting in here. Looks like, yeah, there's blood stained tissues everywhere. I can hear a phone ringing.
Dr. Reed, there you are. There's a queue of patients a mile long out there.
God damn it, Barbara.
Village hall with the others, please, Bob.
Doctor, people are scared. Mrs. Gables just called me and said her husband's vanished. She was very frightened. She said there was blood coming out from his ears and his...
Ears
What
and
the
his
hell do you want me to
nose.
do? Until they lift the quarantine, we're not going anywhere. Just tell them to drink plenty of fluids, stay warm, and follow the instructions on the radio.
Doctor, Phil, please, you have a duty to your patient. Your nose.
So it happened to him too. I'm digging the music, man, I really am. Scared the hell out of me, Barbs. I'm not going to forgive you for that. So the doctor was panicked, didn't know what the hell was going on. I don't know, I guess we can just wander where we want, right? And judging from what the game description says, 37 minutes ago everyone disappeared or the world ended or something like that. That's where we came in, right? With the telephone box. An infinity sign? Someone was doing some gardening. It's a lovely house. Beekeeper, maybe?
You have to make a decision, Lizzie. Especially now.
I do love him, Father. I love them both.
He's married. There are other people involved in this.
Oh, I hardly think that anyone's in the position to claim the moral high ground, do you?
Yeah, I take your point about Stephen and Robert, but I think Kate might see things differently.
Do you? I mean, she's not screwing anyone else, pardon my French, but she spends all day and night locked up in that observatory. Stephen says they barely see each other. That's hardly a marriage, is it?
So Jeremy is the pastor, the reverend, whatever, of the village. And I've just forgotten her name. I didn't catch it in time, but she was involved in a relationship with Stephen as well. Stephen's married to Kate. They've grown estranged and don't see each other as much as they'd like. Okay. The webs we weave. And she's not too fussed about it either. I hate it when people do that when they're... I suppose if you're gonna come in the middle of someone's relationship, you're not the kind of person who's going to show much remorse for it, but I've never understood that. Like, so what, you know? They don't even see each other anymore. Like, oh, come on. There are boundaries. Oh, hang on, I didn't try and get in the shed. Come on, faster. Come on, Kate. I'm pressing R2. That feels a bit faster, right? God damn it. I think if you hold R2, it seems to go faster. It might just be my own will to go faster, acting as an optical illusion. Okay, where should we go next? This is the brambles. Got a house that's for sale here. Maybe they were trying to mark the houses of people who've disappeared, maybe? We need to backtrack a little bit. There he is. Jeremy! Someone was distributing these, maybe Barbara. Yeah, maybe Barbara. Well, we know this isn't Barbara's house, but...
I saw you from the main road. Not many people are moving around now.
I was looking for Dr. Wade.
Listen, Frank. I don't know what's happened, but your Stephen seems to think he's responsible.
I reckon he is.
He said Kate's still up at the observatory, but the gates are locked. Frank, there's going to be a rescue soon, I'm sure of it. They'll send planes or something.
Well, they'll send planes, all right. This pattern of his, we're in the center of it. Which means if they intend to stop it, we're right in the firing line.
So this is the house where Stephen grew up, perhaps? Hello there, Jeremy. Jeremy's voice actor is a voice actor from The Witcher 3. I have a sixth sense for these. He played the guy in the quest where he accidentally left the love of his life to die in the Tower Full of Mice quest in The Witcher 3. He played, his name is escaping me. Doug, or it's a lovely painting. What was his name? Let's have a little look around Frank's house. Maybe it's the house where Stephen grew up. What's his name now? We've got that real West Country accent. Like, always reminds me of Bill Bailey, one of my favourite comedians. This is really dark. Oh, Jesus. This is what happened to Frank then. No mirrors, of course. Okay. That was a short one. Shush. Alright. Guess the same fate happened, came down upon Frank as well. So the way they're phrasing this, like, you know, this is Stephen's own mess. I don't know if this is all kind of maybe suggesting that this is like some sort of episode. This whole thing about, you know, with Kate and the other girl. Perhaps, I don't know. I'm clutching at straws here. We've got to speculate. Because it's very unlikely that this kind of story is literal, right? Where are you going, Jez? Jezza wants us to go up there. Let's just check out the garage first. Robert Graves Auto Repair. We're going to get the date anywhere. Must be in the late 80s. Hello.
Meg, come and have a look at this.
Oh, I don't believe
Sam and May.
Charlie?
Jeremy reckons someone had been raiding all the empty houses. He said a load of stuff had been taken.
What's up?
It looks like someone's been collecting their own supplies.
Bastard.
Well, we've got enough stock in the warehouse to keep the entire village going for months.
We should get a truck.
What, and go and get all of it now?
Yeah, why not?
It's Appleton. It's that bloody crackpot Stephen Appleton. I'm gonna fucking do him.
Sam, it's fine. We better get moving before the weather turns. You come in. We'll swing by the camp and get Rachel on the way back.
So Stephen has done something. He's unleashed something, maybe? Again, it's difficult to take this at face value, you know? No, make me jump, please. Any more phones? Can't see any phones. Okay. Yeah, this is where we started off the episode. Let's have a look in this big house here. See, well, if we can get in. I don't think we can. So if this is maybe about the demise of a relationship, maybe, I don't know, it's about... No, I don't know. I don't know yet. You know, just with Stephen acting out of sorts. Hey, hey, hey.
It wasn't just some distortion of physics. I may not understand it yet, but it wasn't an accident. All of the clocks, what happened at Tower 6, it's just not random. There's an effort. An attempt to communicate.
Whose voice is that? I recognise her as well, dude.
It wasn't just some distortion of physics. I may not understand it yet, but it
Yeah.
wasn't an accident. All of the clocks, what happened at Tower 6, it's just not random. There's an effort.
That sounds like
An attempt to
Marlene.
communicate.
Marlene from The Last of Us, right? That really sounds like Marlene. One more time.
It wasn't just some distortion of physics.
Yeah.
I may not understand it yet, but it wasn't an accident. All of the clocks, what happened at Tower 6, it's just not random. There's an effort. An attempt to communicate.
Attempt to communicate. Okay, what have we got here? Another gorgeous house.
With them, perhaps. They listen to you.
Well, I really don't see what it has to do with me at all.
The village looks up to you. I just think with what's been happening with Mr. Coles and Mrs. Boughton and the others, that people need somewhere to talk, to feel safe.
Perhaps they don't think that your church is somewhere they feel particularly safe.
I don't need your forgiveness, Wendy. Or theirs. Whosoever thou art that judgest, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. Romans chapter 2, verse 1.
Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them. Matthew chapter 6, verse 1. It's not my judgment you should be worried about, Father. But fine. I'll talk to Barbara. Ask her to put a note up in the surgery about an extra service. Will that do?
Okay, I've remembered the character's name from The Witcher 3. It's Graham. It might not be him, or it's someone who did multiple voices in The Witcher 3. Because he sounds like one of the priests of the Eternal Fire as well. Jesus freaks. Not my cup of tea. Religion in general. It will bring you nothing but misery. But have a little look in the back garden. Bit of cloth physics. Let me in. Okay, church. I'm gonna guess if everyone gathered there that something happened after everyone gathered. If this thing kind of spreads between people, whether it's, I don't know, an entity or A virus or whatever it might be. Where are you taking me, Jez? Alright, here's the church. Which I imagine, if Jeremy's the Reverend, then I imagine it will culminate here. Uh-oh.
Are you there? Can you hear me? Are you out there, you bastard? You got them all? You got them all? Oh, Jesus Christ. Help me, oh Lord. Give me strength. Hello? Hello, is anyone there? Is anyone still there? Oh. You are still here then. I should have expected that. Come on then. Let's get this over and done with. I've got my parishioners to attend to.
This one definitely feels quite important for some reason.
Their line has gone out through all the earth. And their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Oh God.
He disappeared. Maybe after me just espousing my atheist thoughts before, maybe this might be a religious story, I don't know. There's no blood here though, interestingly. This music's so good though, isn't it, man? Wow, this is beautiful. Are you someone new? Wendy, that was the woman he was talking to who repeated the Bible quote to him, right? Look at these fields, man. Reminded me of Ghost of Tsushima. No barn, maybe? Can we go over the style? Yes. So I don't know if that means I didn't explore as thoroughly as I perhaps should have then. I feel like I went everywhere in that first part of the village, I'm not sure. Where are you taking me, Wendy? Another cottage. Two people talking here, maybe? A bird watcher, maybe?
You do look ever so drawn this morning.
That bloody dog kept me awake. And there was that thing in the sky. The radio says it was an electrical storm, but I don't know what it was. This morning, I found some dead birds in the garden.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder if it might have had something to do with the atmospheric conditions.
My Stephen will probably know. I'll give him a call in a bit.
Wendy, I've popped around because we've had some incidents with some of the more elderly residents. Mrs. Boughton has, well, vanished, for want of a better word. Wandered off somewhere, no doubt. I thought I'd best check and see you're all right.
The council are talking about a flu epidemic.
Yes, well, I'm not sure it's flu as such. But no headaches, nosebleeds, no joint pains or digestive issues.
Dr. Wade, I'm as fit as a fiddle. Go and find some real sick people to look after. And if you see that son of mine, tell him that his mother's looking for him.
Okay, so Wendy's Stephen's mother. Her and Frank perhaps separated, divorced. But they still live awkwardly close to one another. Maybe they just have two houses, I don't know. I don't think there were any... Oh, there was an upstairs. It's a thatch roof cottage, right? Yeah. So she wanted to talk to Stephen as well. Okay, it's a beautiful garden here. Very peaceful. Country and kin. Ow. Okay, so this is Wendy's house, or Wendy and Frank's other house, perhaps. Now we're in Tipworth Forest. Oh, they're butterflies that they've been drawing on people's doors, right? Maybe each region will be a different character. So Tipworth Forest, Appleton's Farm. Wait, was Stephen's last name Appleton? A treehouse? Oh, the elaborate looking treehouse.
Going away, Amanda?
Oh, just for a few days, yeah. First thing in the morning. I don't want the kids to catch this flu if it's going round.
It's probably that father, Jeremy, spreading it around while he tries to bully everyone into donations for the summer fete.
It seems very quiet in the village, actually, Wendy. Not much bullying to be done.
Oh, Father, I didn't know you were here.
Clearly. Listen, I came up here to tell Amanda that we've had some vandalism in the village. Must be a teenage thing. Tagging, I think they call it. Someone's painting all over doors and things.
Little vandals. Well, I'll tell Neil to make sure we're properly locked up when we go.
A good man like my Eddie gone. And these thugs and yops running around defacing property. He gave everything to his country, and look what he got in return. Nothing but an early death.
He had a good life, Wendy.
He had a short life. I look to my birds, Father. Lives lived unencumbered, free and simple. That's as God meant things to be.
Okay, so Eddie, who's that? What, Frank was his dad? Maybe not. Stepdads, maybe? That is a massive football. That's where our sons would play.
Every computer in the observatory has set itself to 6:07 a.m. June 6th, 1984. I don't understand what that means. Every computer in the observatory has set itself to 6:07 a.m. June 6th, 1984. I don't understand what that means.
Me neither, Marlene. Right.
Every computer in the observatory has set itself to 6:07 a.m. June 6th, 1984. I don't understand what that means.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm taking notes. I don't think there's much of a puzzle element to this, but you never know. 7 minutes past 6 on the 6th of June, 1984. Maybe there's a time travel element? I don't know. Yeah, R2 is definitely sprint. Okay, this shed back here has got a door ajar. Nothing much in here though. Nice spot for a picnic. Voice of the stars again. Alright, Wendy. Wendy O. Williams. Not listened to any of the Plasmatics music for a while. Would not fit in this game, that's for damn sure. Alright, back on the main road. Maybe this is Amanda's car. The phone in here? Oh, on the top. An old Saved by the Bell brick. Get out of here, Wendy.
We got as far as the Haverton substation before we cut the lines. The interchange there just started dialing numbers at random.
And the symptoms you're seeing match those we've been tracking here?
Sickness, headaches, nosebleeds, eventual hemorrhage, then just light, whatever the hell that means.
Then we've got to stop it before it finds another way out of the valley. Clive, you've got to order a strike.
What?
An airstrike. We have to kill it.
No. No, I don't agree. We've quarantined the valley, we've cut the lines, it's contained.
What if you're wrong? Are you happy to have that on your conscience?
Stephen, I said it's contained.
Okay, this is sounding much more literal.
It got as far as the Haverton substation before we cut the lines. The interchange there just started dialing numbers at random.
And the symptoms you're seeing match those we've been tracking here?
Sickness, headaches, nosebleeds, eventual hemorrhage, then just light, whatever the hell that means.
Then we've got to stop it before it finds another way out of the valley. Clive, you've got to order a strike.
What?
An airstrike. We have to kill it.
No. No, I don't agree. We've quarantined the valley, we've cut the lines, it's contained.
What if you're wrong? Are you happy to have that on your conscience?
Stephen, I said it's contained.
That's another Witcher 3 voice actor. That is the Doctor. That's the Doctor from the Vampire Quest, the guy with the mutton chops and the Morning Star scar on his neck. That definitely him. I wonder if they like get hired by a company and that's why you hear them appear in certain games, because there were a few Witcher 3 voice actors in A Plague Tale Innocence, you know, like that, from a certain voice acting agent or company. But that was distinctly the guy from the Higher Vampire Quest in Novigrad that involves Dandelion and his girlfriend. Can hear another phone.
Hello, Frank Appleton.
Break a lost cowboy, this is Travelling Sherlock. You copy, over.
You daft bugger, Charlie. You don't do it when you're using the phone.
You'd say this too seriously, Appleton, I'm telling you.
It is serious. It's not larking about.
You be listening to your number stations again, Frankie.
It's not funny. It's serious stuff, and you should mind it. Now then, I'm assuming this is about a pint.
I am going to the Whistler. My round, I think.
I'll not argue with that.
Frank, have you seen the sky? It's amazing. Don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
I didn't realize we were off to a poetry recital as well, Charlie.
Simpletons. Okay, so they broke quarantine. Very apt for playing it at this point in time in real life, right? People do anything just to go to the bloody pub. Who cares, man? Don't go to the pub when there's a quarantine. I'm just going to keep going on the path here.
Terry called this morning. Said there was a problem with Harvey. Said he couldn't get through to the vet, so I said I'd come round and take a look.
There's a lot of dead birds today. More here, too, poor little things. I've been trying to get hold of Stephen. He always knows what to do.
Got round here and no sign of either of them.
With any luck, the stupid creature will have run under a car. It's probably rabies.
Wendy? But there's definitely a bit of a clear voice coming out of the light there. Maybe they're trapped somewhere. Oh. Hello. Not hear any phones ringing though. Yeah, R2, if you hold it, it just slowly makes you go faster. Now here. I can't remember the last time I saw like a standalone conservatory like this. They always tend to be house extension ones, the ones that I see at least. Did I try and go in that house? Yeah, I did. Alright, let's follow dear Wendy, who I'm presuming Stephen's mother. Maybe one's his grandfather or grandmother, perhaps. You know, they're just balls of light. It's impossible to tell how old anything is. Dead birds, yeah. The birds haven't disappeared though, they have died. Perhaps that's just from the electrical storm, like purely that in itself. Where'd you go, Wendy?
Harvey! Harvey, come on, boy.
Come on, Harvey.
Come on, Harvey. Come on, boy.
Harvey.
Harvey!
June and Terry. Looking for their dog, Harvey.
Push it. Push the bloody thing.
You push it. I told you it would get stuck.
Should have just taken the cards. It was a stupid idea.
Moving here was a stupid idea. And I told you, Barbara said they blocked the roads. You go and look then.
Wait, is that Harvey? Harvey? Harvey!
Harvey! Here, boy! Come here, boy!
Oh, don't do something bad with the dogs, man. Not in the right headspace for that.
Wendy, I'm married. You have to stop this.
He's still sweet on you, Elizabeth.
He left. It's too late.
You
Lizzie.
loved each other long before she came along. It's just about making things as they should be.
Wendy, no.
It's not like you won't bump into each other anyway. One drink, what can that hurt?
One drink, maybe.
Oh, one drink, wonderful.
Wendy's obviously not a fan of Kate or Catherine. Does that count as a save point? Please, I need a save point. There we go. Alright guys, I think I'm going to leave that episode there because I have to navigate it around these save points. So, yeah, we're unraveling the relationships that are around here. You know that Stephen was kind of... Lizzie seems like an ex-girlfriend, an old lover. Wendy doesn't like Kate or Catherine too much. No one really seems to mention Kate all that much, do they? Like, she's just kind of hidden up in the observatory and no one ever finds her. Very emotionally rich, the whole bit with Jeremy in the church. The music was glorious. You know, there is a certain power to that kind of church music, you know, to the hymns, to that big, like the tall, echoey buildings that you used to hear the hymns in. At least I did when I was a child. There's definitely a certain power to it, but yeah. But now we're in Wendy's story. We've got an idea from a more literal sense of what's going on with the whole Clive and Stephen bit. It's just weird thinking back to Stephen being a bit deranged in the village. Like, how did he get to that point? You know, the chronology of all these memories is very all over the place. We're going to have to try and piece it together. Randomly got a couple of new characters. I've just forgotten the names with their dog. But yeah, we'll pick it up from here next time, guys. That looks like an old train car up there. That can't be what it is. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Leave me a thumbs up if you did. Just remember, everybody, never trust an on-crate. I'll see you next time.